gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Sean Bell Wilbur.
And ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you once again to the Bury the Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. My name is Dell. That is Devin. Devin, what is up, my friend?
Enjoying this week. That's it. Good programming all week.
Yeah, listen, things happened this weekend. Just eventful, I should say. Things made some noteworthy content, which is why we're here.
Yes.
To talk about said content. Let's, without further ado, let's just go ahead and take it from the top. We'll take it from the beginning of the week. We'll start on the WWE side of things, and we'll talk about Monday Night Raw. So Monday Night Raw was coming fresh off of the Survivor Series War Games PLE that we had that previous Saturday night. So, I mean, it was your Raw. Not 100% the greatest Raw coming after a PLE, but there were some things that happened that took it over the edge, so to speak. So let me just get your first initial thoughts about Monday Night Raw, and how did you feel about this program?
I enjoyed it. There was a couple things that stood out. Good to see Orton back in the ring.
Yes. Yeah, already too in the ring.
Yeah,
like we got a match.
Yeah, well, you can't really call that a match.
He had a match. It was physical
for the other person. For Dom.
Yeah, definitely.
And what's the other bull? JD.
Oh, JD McDonough.
Yeah, he practicing neck health.
Hey, listen. Yeah, he's gonna be it's gonna be next hashtag next strong. For JD,
for a while.
Somebody say somebody send him a shirt. Send him a Roddy Strong shirt.
It was good. Good to see Otis. I like Otis.
Yeah,
Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
Otis came out there, even though they lost to the Creed brothers.
Yeah.
Well, no, they lost to DIY.
Yeah, they had the big gauntlet style match for the number one contendership for the tag team titles. And that was kind of where I initially thought, like, all right, this Monday Night Raw doesn't have a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
Because, in those matches, like that match is going to take up several segments.
Big chunk.
Yeah, a big chunk of the show. So they're really just leaning in to the CM Punk return. Pretty much. That was the whole crux of the show, really, right?
That's pretty much. That's pretty much.
That and the first hour was commercial free, but it didn't need to be. But It was. Whatever. They promoted it earlier on in the through social media. It was like, hey, the first hour of Raw is gonna be commercial free. So
I'll watch it on Hulu. I don't get commercials anyway.
Oh well, you see, you're for us schlubs that are watching it live.
Yeah,
getting interrupted by commercials.
No, I'd be mad if I had to watch commercials.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, Raw was decent. Had things that I thought were going to happen. You got Judgment Day in the background crying like always.
Yeah, of course.
That was ridiculous. But, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, yeah,
got his new victim.
So we did find out. We found out what Shinsuke was planning and who he was targeting this whole time. It was a mystery person. We were trying to figure out who it was. Was it going to be somebody new? Like a new debut? Was it going to be somebody, that he's just been stalking this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
And we found out that it was none other than Cody Rhodes.
I love him just attacking people. I do.
First off, did say this should just be Shinsuke's gimmick.
That's it. First off, please, WWE, if you're hearing this, take away the subtitles. Please. No subtitles.
Just leave it. Just leave it. Leave that mystery.
Yes. That adds, make people pull up Duolingo, not a sponsor, and learn.
You try to figure out exactly
what's going on.
Is going on. Yeah.
But when he was on the prompter, I knew he was going to come out. I like he's going to run out, and I thought he was going to hit him with a move or something, but he sprayed him in the face, hit him with that mist.
Yeah,
and you know,
Cody got hit with the red mist,
and he laid there for a while.
Yeah, he did.
I think he got in there. I think it actually got in his eye.
Quite possibly. It definitely got in his hair. And
the man got red highlights. Yeah, that was my. That was one of the best parts.
So right now, it looks like we're going to get Shinsuke Nakamura and Cody Rhodes some back and forth there, and I'm interested in this. I actually like this for Cody. I think it gets Cody, if we're still doing Cody in the main event at WrestleMania, this fills in a little bit of a gap here between shows, between probably even the Royal Rumble, where I'm sure if it's the plan, maybe Cody wins the Royal Rumble back to back, maybe wins it for the second straight. But right now, I'm in with Shinsuke and Cody.
Random attacks.
Yes, definitely.
I need
interesting.
Random attacks. And
then after this is over, Cody after Shinsuke and Cody, Shinsuke moves on to somebody else and just does it again to somebody else.
But I need to see Nakamura attack Cody stepping out of his car, in his dressing room, backstage.
He gets him on the bus. He gets him on Cody's bus. Yeah.
Come right out of the closet. And just start dogging him. But eventually, let Cody win. Don't. I'm not saying Nakamura's going to win an actual match, but up until a match, I want to see torture.
Yeah. And then Cody gets the big payoff, keeps his momentum going, moves into, momentum for Rumble or whatever. Because he did announce himself as the first person to enter the Royal Rumble.
He did.
On Monday Night Raw. So they're already throwing Cody in the Royal Rumble at you.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe that's laying the groundwork for his inevitable win. Maybe it isn't. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't have a problem with Cody Rhodes. I had an issue when I first started watching.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with him. Music's good. Outfits, real wild. Personality, good. He does what he says. Yeah. He don't look like somebody who's going to backstab or anything like that. So I'm not going to say I'm a fan.
But you're okay. But I'm okay with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
You're okay with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. I respect the man's talent.
Good. Yeah. Listen, Cody's out there being the guy, trying to be the face of the WWE, and it's working. People are behind the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
I remember he was out there when he came out on stage talking. I got caught up in the chant again. With the fuck that Seth Rollins chant, man.
Speaking of people behind him, we did have the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins out, and Seth leaned into the CM Punk thing a little bit.
Yeah,
crowd was chanting, and he said, "Yeah, come on, get it out," and he mentioned the word hypocrite. Called CM Punk a hypocrite, which there's an argument to be had there.
Well, yeah. Did you see the after footage of after CM Punk came out on Survivor Series?
Yes.
Like Seth wasn't happy at all. Ray wasn't even happy.
Yeah, no. Listen, there's a lot of truth in the work situation of, of course we're going to lean towards Seth Rollins and CM Punk. We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Are both men 100% happy, or or have great feelings with each other? They're going to get Christmas cards? No, absolutely not. Pretty sure there's no there's no love lost there, but
Mm-hmm.
willing to work, willing to do the job, so to speak.
That's what he said. That's what CM Punk said.
And a lot of it is doing that. And I want to jump into it and talk about the big thing from Monday Night Raw. I want to talk about the return of CM Punk and CM Punk's promo back in the WWE. And I mean, a lot of people met this promo with, that was a lot of people were expecting a lot more. In terms of CM Punk with a live mic in his hand. Everybody associates him with the pipe bomb. Everybody associates CM Punk with these scathing, cutting promos, and lashing out at things and people who have wronged him, and saying things, and that like that to get a rise and ruffle some feathers, so to speak. But we didn't get a whole lot of that at all in this promo. We actually got CM Punk saying some, maybe not 100% CM Punk characteristic things, like he's home and this is where he belongs.
He changed.
And he changed. That all in shit just happened in August.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
My thing is this: I wouldn't feel the emotions.
Yeah, no.
Him being all emotional, I wasn't feeling that.
Well, here's the thing. So, like I said, a lot of people were thinking that we were going to get something else, like we were going to get some digs at AEW and things like that. Possibly him saying those things was his way of, saying, "Oh, this is where I belong. I'm home." Yeah. Maybe, underlining. Maybe those were some digs and some shots there, because I do believe that he legally can't say a whole lot about AEW, outright. So that's probably why we didn't get the whole CM Punk spewing the venom that we thought we were going to get there.
But that's cool. But you ain't even say that negative about no wrestlers. Like, you ain't talk no shit about nobody. Like,
no. And the thing is, so he said everybody was happy to see him in the back, and he said almost everybody, which is alluding to Seth, but pretty sure that's Seth Rollins and company, because let's face it, there are going to be more people that aren't happy to see CM Punk, there. It's not just Seth Rollins. There's pretty sure quite a few people aren't the hugest CM Punk fans and are just waiting for the other shoe to drop in terms of what type of shit he's going to start here. What, I'm waiting for some type of problem, I'm sure. But, we'll see. Hopefully we don't get any of that. Hopefully we just get, people making money in spite of things.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, like you said.
I'm here to make money, not friends.
Yeah, and that's the thing there that we know 100% he was alluding to other things when he said that. Right before Raw went off the air, after he said how much he loved everybody, how much he loved the fans, how much he missed the fans, how much he, felt he belonged in WWE, things like that. He did say, "I'm here to make friends. I'm here to make money, not friends." So that there, of course, that's the wrestling business, right?
Yeah.
That's what people are waiting to see. I'm waiting to see Seth Rollins and CM Punk. I'm waiting to see those things. And I feel like AEW would be in such a better position right now if those parties and those participants in that unfortunate scuffle, fights, real world tension, if they could have just found a way inside the wrestling business to make it work and make money, there would be a lot more eyes on AEW right now. Just dealing with that real world thing. Controversy creates cash, right? And people want to see those things. But
AEW is still growing. They're still
AEW is still growing. True.
Like, even during the time that I've been watching, I've seen the progression, not big jumps, but jumps in quality.
Mm-hmm.
So they're learning.
They're learning.
You know,
They
hopefully
also, yeah, that's true. That's true. They are learning, but there's a thing of just they also do have veterans over there, so they do have
yes.
people that are who do know the business and who actually were willing to work with CM Punk, like Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho and CM Punk do not get along, but for the sake of business, for the sake of making money, for the sake of building up your product, building up your brand, building up the company you work for, you do business. Everybody wins. The business wins. You know, you get more eyes on your product, which can clearly turn into more money. So, you know, if I feel like if there was more, man, if there was more willing to do business there, we could have got like you could have got Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus FTR and CM Punk, and you know CM Punk versus Kenny Omega, and you know Jericho seemed like he would be willing to work with Punk. It was a lot of Hangman and Punk because that's pretty much the big nucleus that surrounded this whole thing to begin with, and I just feel like AEW would have been doing so much better right now. Not saying that they're, not saying that the wheels are falling off in AEW, but you know, more eyes would have been on it. And CM Punk is a person that people watch, people flock to. When CM Punk's on TV, people are watching.
Yeah.
You know, and Monday Night Raw's ratings, to say the least, went astronomical. Why? Because CM Punk returned to WWE for the first time in years and years, and people wanted to see exactly what he was going to do, what he was going to say, how things were going to look. CM Punk's that guy. He creates those type of things. He's that type of personality in the wrestling business where you're going to have eyes on him. People are going to pay to see matches with CM Punk in them. And I just feel like, you know, AEW and, you know, AEW has the, you know, they're putting out more and more pay-per-views than they have been. They used to be doing the 4 pay-per-views a year. Now they're jumping up. They're doing a lot more pay-per-views now per year. And I feel like the buys would be a little easier if things were, you know, a little more interesting. But you know, like I said, I love the in-ring product of AEW, so you know I'm there for it. And they have a lot of pieces, they have a lot of moving parts, but just adding that element of CM Punk able to do business like that, I think that would have been so much better. I think AEW would have been so much better position. But now he's back in WWE, and it looks like we're leaning into him and Seth Rollins. I don't know if we jump right into that. Seth Rollins did call him a hypocrite earlier on in the night, and he did say a lot of, you could say, hypocritical things, especially based off the history of the things he has publicly said about WWE and the people who work in it and all of that, all the above there. So, you know, who knows if CM Punk's leaning into this hypocrite thing with the promo that he said. Maybe he's playing into all of that. Maybe
Cool.
It's, who knows? I mean, it's a lot of things that can happen, a lot of things that can play out here. So, I mean, I don't know where do they go from here? CM Punk is now back in WWE. He has a clear issue with Seth Rollins, but they haven't made it clear on TV because nobody's naming names. People are just very slightly alluding to things. So what do you think? You think we get to CM Punk and Seth Rollins sooner, or do you think they stretch it?
I prefer to be stretched.
Okay.
Wait.
Pause.
I prefer for the CM Punk and Seth Rollins to be dragged out a little bit.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Some words back and forth.
Slight interactions.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. But just build the tension, you know? And it would mean more. You know, instead of just having CM Punk come out there and pretty much just dominate.
Yeah, you out here
Get
talking shit about me, huh,
belts.
Seth?
Yeah.
Let's fight next week.
I don't want no title fights right now. Even though I know CM Punk's a big name, he's gonna eventually probably go for the title.
Yeah,
But let it breathe a little bit. Let me see the shit going between y'all.
right.
Some backstage scuffling or something.
Yeah, something. And then
Yeah.
who knows how many weeks or how many matches or whatever inside the contract that CM Punk has. Like we don't know if maybe his first match he's not contracted to have his first match until the Royal Rumble or until what, we don't know what the contract is, but yeah, I mean, I would prefer that too. I would prefer the long game. Maybe it gets to a point where it's a slight remark here, a slight remark here, and then those things build up and then wind up blowing up into something. Right now, Seth Rollins is still very much dealing with Drew McIntyre and the all that going on. We have Jey Uso getting a championship match against Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw,
which he doesn't deserve.
It'll be tomorrow. It'll be Monday, so we'll be talking about that one.
He doesn't deserve that. Jey Uso doesn't deserve a title match. Like, why? Who?
Why is Jey Uso getting this match?
Who is Jey Uso?
That's what Drew McIntyre is asking, because Drew was like, "What?"
I 100% agree with him. Like, why?
Yeah.
Drew and Seth is a better match than Seth and Jay.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre is willing to agree, and he was willing to throw a headbutt that busted his own head.
Yeah. I was looking, I'm like, did he? Yeah, he split his own wig. Headbutt this out of him. Wow.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, so we'll see what happens there, man. It's gonna be interesting as we get closer to Royal Rumble season, and we'll see how all those things lay. We also saw speaking of returns, we saw a return of Randy Orton for War Games at Survivor Series, but we also saw Randy Orton return to the fold of WWE, to the everyday WWE on Monday Night Raw. So how did you feel about Randy returning back to Raw after it's been a while since we saw Randy in E? I don't think since we started the podcast Randy has been around. No. Randy was out with some pretty substantial back injuries.
He had a spinal fusion.
Yeah, so he's been out for quite a long time. So he's first time getting back, and he got physical, got right back to action,
which we need. We need heavy hitters like that.
Absolutely,
we need heavy hitters.
There's his interaction with Judgment Day turned into a match between him and Dominic Mysterio. Well, like you said, match.
Yeah, between him and that was Dominic. That little Mysterio. Boy getting beat up. Him and his buddy JD.
Yeah,
next strong for life.
So yeah, Randy Orton's back. Randy Orton is definitely getting physical out there. Looking good too. Like Randy's in fantastic shape.
Yeah.
He's, and the story of Randy Orton went into SmackDown on Friday. So Randy showed up on SmackDown, and the big thing surrounding Randy Orton on SmackDown was Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis respectfully wanted to sign Randy to their brands. So Adam Pearce, Randy Orton was already affixed as a part of Monday Night Raw right before he got injured. And Adam Pearce, of course, is trying to retain the services of Randy Orton, and Nick Aldis is trying to bring him over to SmackDown. Main selling point for Aldis in SmackDown is that what's left of the bloodline still remains on SmackDown. And as last we seen Randy Orton was getting taken out by the bloodline. So Randy made it very clear that he's back for the bloodline. So, spoiler alert for the end of Friday Night SmackDown, Randy Orton wind up choosing SmackDown.
Yes.
As
and then
his brand, with the help of your boy, Jimmy Uso, came out just to further along help Randy make that decision with his antics, so to speak.
Him and Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, Solo Sikoa. Yep. I'm waiting for it.
It's just, you got two people I don't really care for. Fuck Jimmy Uso and fuck LA Knight. Like,
they were both involved in this too.
Just ruin my show.
They were both in the segment.
And I mean, LA Knight, Jimmy Uso's above LA Knight for me.
Okay.
He's top. Fuck him. I understand where LA Knight came. I came out and helped his homie, took care of Solo. Fine. But Jimmy just a backstabbing snake worm.
Just all of the above. Just
I can't deal with him.
Everything hateful.
I can't deal with him.
Jimmy Uso's Jimmy Uso's that snaky, sly, slimy underboss type of guy, and you just love to hate him, but it's hilarious.
I can't deal with that man. Every time I see him, I'm just like, oh, you just make my skin crawl.
he ate an RKO.
Which was deserved.
Did you see the footage of him still selling the RKO after SmackDown went off?
Yeah.
About to get rolled up in the carpet.
Ridiculous. He's trying.
But yeah, so Friday Night SmackDown, like I said, was mainly around Randy Orton's decision, whether or not he was going to sign with Raw or SmackDown. But other than that, what other things stood out for you on SmackDown?
Why did Orton do that to the GM?
Because fuck him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Listen, Randy Orton will RKO anybody. He's the Viper. He strikes, man. Because
I was watching. I'm like, what did he do? Nothing. Did I miss something?
Nope.
Was something going on?
Nope.
He was just right there.
That's what he was exactly. That's what happens. And Nick Aldis, don't take it personally. You were there. It happened.
Yeah.
Who knows if he does take it personally? Like, does this turn into Nick Aldis being mad that he got dropped with an RKO?
I don't think he should do anything.
Yeah, you should just know that this happens.
Yeah, because chances are, if you piss him off, it's going to happen more.
It's going to happen again. He would have RKO'd Adam Pearce if he decided to Raw. Same guy, same thing. You're the same guy. It doesn't matter.
Just tunnel vision.
Yep.
You were there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so anything. I mean, SmackDown was really around Orton. It was really around the damage control situation, pretty much. With the women's division.
You had Logan Paul come out talking random dumb shit.
Yeah, Kevin Owens.
Came out.
They're doing a
start
tournament.
Spitting nothing but facts. Nothing but facts. I agree with everything he said.
Yeah.
And then Waller, my man, the other ball get punched in the face. That was awesome.
Austin Theory got cracked. I think that turned. What was that? I think it was Grayson Waller and Kevin Owens had the match. They were the ones.
Yeah. Waller and Owens had the match, and Owens won.
Yeah.
I like Kevin Owens.
Yes. I'm a big fan of KO.
And if he's gonna go around punching people, I'm not mad about it. I'm mad because he hit him. He punched him in the face, and he fell out the ring. Like, damn, I've never been hit that hard. But other than Paul Heyman talking on his phone wrong
again, It's not how phones work, Paul.
No. That was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, you had Santos Escobar out there wrestling Joaquin Wild. I enjoyed that match. Like I said, I'm 100% in with Santos.
I'm starting to be too. I'm starting to see Santos' side.
Yeah, he's that type of guy like you want to watch.
Yeah,
you want to watch what he does. I'm glad he's getting a lot of TV time because
I've struggled with the LWO type stuff because I didn't understand what was going on.
Right,
but it's starting to grow on me more. I'm starting not to like Dragon Lee. People,
he's not minding his own business.
Yeah, as much as I love Rey Mysterio, I'm understanding Santos's side. Come on, Ray, you did this. It's your fault.
Carlito just came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden
he top dog. Like, who the fuck is Carlito?
Right,
I don't know you.
Exactly. In the grand scheme of the LWO, this was Santos and Ray, and all those other parties involved.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't nothing to do with Carlito.
I ain't know nothing about him.
Yeah, here you come.
Here you come, fucking everything up.
Yep. Burning, and everybody's okay with this. If you're Santos, you're like, well, what's up?
Yeah. That was SmackDown for you.
Yeah, that was SmackDown for you. Like I said, everything else with Damage Control and Bailey being essentially just not told to come out with Damage Control. But Dakota Kai gets to come out with them, and Dakota Kai actually played mouthpiece to Damage Control, which Dakota Kai never plays mouthpiece to anybody. She's just, not saying she's just there, but it's usually Bailey. Like, Bailey's that person. And seeing Dakota out there doing that without Bailey there was like, uh-oh. You remember Bailey took the fall at Survivor Series.
Yeah. But she tried to help.
Yeah, so the match, it wound up turning into a
Kira.
match between Bianca Belair and Kairi Sane. Towards the end of the night, because Bianca Belair, now that her team was victorious at War Games, and she is looking to get her WWE Women's Championship back. So, of course, Io Sky holds the championship, but she's got to run the gauntlet. She's got to take out Damage Control in order to get that championship match back. And first up on the list was Kairi Sane. It was a good match. I really enjoyed the match. Always liked Bianca Belair's in-ring, and Kairi Sane coming back, getting back into the fold in WWE. But like you said, Bailey came out. Bailey tried to help. But it turned into, I guess, not helping so much.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to blame it on her.
Oh, yeah.
Blame that L on her.
100%, because she wasn't supposed to be out there. They told her not to be out there. She came out. She did help a little bit. But in the end, Kairi Sane did lose to Bianca. And the blame's going 100% onto Bailey there. And it's just driving that wedge further, just driving it further and further home. And she's going to get exited.
Yeah, I don't even know where Bailey would go. Like, don't nobody like her. I don't like her.
I don't know, man. Maybe WWE knows something we don't, and maybe they get a chance to sign back a free agent in the name of Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks, who was Bailey's longtime friend. Maybe they bring her back in to come out and help, but who knows? Nobody signed contracts yet. She could also sign with AEW, and that would definitely help put eyes on AEW's women's division, which I think they desperately need. So for the sake of AEW, hopefully Mercedes signs with them. But if she does return to WWE, one, that's a major blow. Number two, that helps further along this situation, and does give Bailey a lot of backup in terms of that. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks and months. that play here in WWE. But yeah, that was the WWE side. A lot of things going on. CM Punk's return, of course. They made sure they told you every 2 seconds that CM Punk returned back to WWE.
They want to make sure everybody was going to
I don't know how many
watch.
times I seen that promo that they ran was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you know, the viral, and they showed everybody flipping out, you know, from their homes doing the watch alongs and
Yeah,
you know, jumping out their seats and all that. Which I mean, I get, you know, but I saw it 100 times.
We can do we can't stream their.
No, you could stream. We could stream watching it. Like we could watch it and react to it while it's happening, but
I don't react that often. What you see I'm doing is
that's kind of what you do. It's kind of what you
like
do.
More LaCroix, maybe a snack.
Yeah.
You know, a giant thing of peanuts.
Yeah, it'll be me eating like bite-sized Snickers and fiddle faddle.
Yeah,
like I'm not doing anything.
I'm not. See, I wish you could watch it in commentary.
Oh yeah.
You know, because
yeah, but you can't.
Yeah, they got it on lock.
Yeah, it's you can't.
Maybe we write them.
Could we please?
Yeah, just ask. Yeah.
Like, no.
It'll be like, no, we're not going to make no money off of it. No monetization, nothing. They just send back. No.
Yeah,
no. Or don't even reply at all.
Yeah, they just, like, that's like, yeah. They'll never reply to that.
Like, who the fuck are these people? Wow. Thanks, WWE.
Yeah. Thanks, E.
Wait. I wanted to bring up another thing.
Yes.
I wish Randy Orton would RKO Rhea Ripley.
I mean, Randy, he's not above it. It could still happen in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Could, you know,
the old days.
Randy.
Where women got trashed.
Randy will RKO women. That's it's he everyone is susceptible to getting RKO'd.
I remember when I saw Trish Stratus get like powerbombed by a dude.
Oh yes, yeah, through the table, the Dudleys and all that. Different time, man.
Equal opportunity ass beating.
Different times, man.
Ugh.
I mean, intergender wrestling still does exist in the world. Mm-hmm. But not in like WWE or AEW and things like that. But there is intergender wrestling still. And the matches are fantastic. Matches are very entertaining.
Yeah, I don't need to see a match. I just need to see somebody get what's coming when they cross the line.
Like a manager that pulls a leg too many times, or a manager that cheats too many times, and they get taken out so that someone can
I'm trying to see what's the Joe name? Spanish Joan.
Raquel.
I'm trying to see her put Dom to a table.
Now you'll get you can see a lot of that. You'll see you'll see it that way.
Yeah,
like if you'll see you'll see the slap, or a clothesline, or something like that. Or body slam. You'll see you'll see a female wrestler body slam a male wrestler, or stuff like that.
All right, we'll see what happens. Keep my eyes open for it.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble season, you might see something. But let's shift over really quickly to AEW side wrestling, and I wanted to talk really quickly about AEW and just the week they've had. Everything pretty much leaned very heavily into the Continental Classic that they have going on right now for the Triple Crown Championship. They're going to have the Continental champion that they're going to crown, as well as the New Japan Strong and the Ring of Honor World Champion, which both of those titles are on the line as well in the tournament. And I mean, I will say this: we're getting very quality matches. We're getting fantastic matches. Like these matches that are in here are really, really good matches. Round robin tournament. So it's two sets, two blocks essentially, almost like New Japan's G1 tournament that they run every year. So you have they broke it down into two. I think it's gold and blue. And I think for the gold, there's like John Moxley, Jay White, Mark Briscoe, Jay Lethal, Roosh, and Swerve. And then you have on blue, you got Danielson, Andrade, Brody King, Daniel Garcia, Eddie Kingston, and Claudio Castagnoli. And these matches are fantastic. Matches are fine. Matches are, I really, really love. If you like in-ring wrestling, that's it. They're giving it to you there. So I mean, have you been enjoying the matches in the Continental Classic?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know what the Continental Classic was.
They didn't do a very good job of explaining things, even though they explained it a lot. It just wasn't. They didn't do a great job.
I don't pay attention to the point systems.
Right. So so if you win, you get 3 points. Losing, it's So
I was just enjoying it. You know,
Moxley just enjoying matches, just enjoying
Lethal
wrestling.
Tap out.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Briscoe, I'm gonna call him Rush, but Briscoe Rush kicking Briscoe clean in the face.
Oh yeah, he will make you work for it. He works stiff.
Tons of good matches. Matches.
Yeah, the matches are really good.
Best match out of Dynamite? Yeah, best one out of Dynamite was Wardlow. The best match.
So Wardlow wasn't a part of the Continental Classic, people, but Devin is a huge fan of Wardlow and how Wardlow does his business.
Best out of
he did business against AR Fox.
Yeah, it was better than the Hardys. It was better than Hart and Sakura. It was better than Moxley Jones was good.
Oh yeah, so I'll talk about Julia Hart in just a little bit, but like my match of the tournament so far was this past Wednesday on Dynamite, and it was Swerve and Jay White. Like, oh
yeah, that was the last one of the show.
Jay White and Swerve was wow. That was a fantastic match, man. That was a fantastic match.
But I haven't seen Swerve do nothing bad in the ring. Like, I haven't seen a bad match with Swerve since I've been watching.
Yeah, and you ain't gonna. That's why, he's... And then Jay White, same thing with Jay White. Jay White is... Jay White is top level in-ring competitor in the world, like, in my opinion. So, yeah, that was a fantastic match. But we got a lot of wrestling and a lot of wrestling-based stuff this week with AEW, and probably until the end of the Continental Classic. But we did have a few noteworthy things going on in AEW and on the Dynamite side with your boy Samoa Joe and MJF. That segment involving some masked men.
We already know who they are. It's all Strickland's dudes. I know it is. It's all Strickland.
You think it's Swerve people? Oh, you talking Roderick Strong? Roderick
Strong. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Roderick Strong.
Okay.
It's all Roderick Strong.
So you think it's Bennett? You think it's Taven?
Yeah. Yeah. It's that whole crew. They're the ones who are running around in this mask.
And Roderick Strong will tell you up and down that MJF is still the devil, and he's trying to.
He's too small. I mean, the devil's too small compared to MJF. I'm looking at body sizes.
Right.
I'm looking at how they walk, how they stand. And and I'm putting money on it, is Roderick Strong.
Okay.
He's the devil.
All right. Listen,
He's out there manipulating Adam.
He's in the
He's
wheelchair all the
manipulating
time.
MJF. Yep. He's even trying to manipulate Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Come on. He out there playing games.
He
the
is.
devil is a liar.
Yeah, there's a lot of Roderick Strong going around in the world right now,
Mm-hmm.
and there's also a lot of MJF going around in the world. MJF is being pulled in a lot of different directions, and he's not in the best of health right now. So he's got shoulder issues, he's got hip issues, and there's he's this crazy ramped up schedule that he's been on for the past several months has been taking a toll on him right now. So we'll see how things go. Like if his body's in as bad shape as as it could be, what is his title reign ending soon? Is it not? Who knows? But he does have a match with Samoa Joe against two of the masked people on Dynamite. Maybe we'll see. Maybe
Yeah.
if they don't do a bait and switch and they don't just swap the masked people for jobbers, if they, which I would, to try to keep the mystery going, just have just two whoever just be masked person 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say they don't, and it is like Taven and Bennett, and you see them doing like kingdom moves. You're like, but. Who's to say right now? But we do know that Samoa Joe is definitely trying to keep MJF alive so they can make it to their pay-per-view match, so Samoa Joe can get his championship match at the pay-per-view.
And I feel as though Samoa gonna win.
So you think it will happen?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's about that
you
time.
never know. I mean, even if it wasn't the plan, who knows if MJF like has to take time away or something. Maybe it happens now. You never know.
Because MJF got the tag team.
Yep, he's got the Ring of Honor tag team
yeah.
championships, and he's AEW World Champion. So
he gonna have to lose it.
Yeah, who knows, man. Speaking of championship matches, I want to talk about a championship match that we're going to get on TV this week. Yes, it's in Canada. I get it. They're both Canadian, but we're getting Adam Copeland and Christian Cage for the TNT Championship on Dynamite, just willy-nilly, straight up and down for free. How do you, I mean, it's exciting.
Yeah.
AEW does give you big pay-per-view caliber matches on TV, but sometimes I do feel like AEW should keep those pay-per-view caliber matches on pay-per-view. See, like sell some units, man. Sell some pay-per-views.
I'm glad because I don't get two shits about Adam Copeland. Don't. Sorry. You know what you did on Dynamite? Yeah, Christian came out with his little security, kicked him out. I don't know why security on AEW is useless.
Yes.
But the interaction was good. You try to act tough. Christian tried to smack you with the belt.
Yeah, Christian played into the whole like, maybe we should team up. Let's do it for your mom.
I knew that. I knew it was going to happen. Something.
Yeah, this is all bullshit.
See, I even thought that somebody was going to come out and blindside Adam.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. No. It's. I'm sure they're going to give us. They're going to give us a good match, but
they're going to give it to Christian. No, they're not. They're going to give it to Adam. Adam's going to walk away with this one.
I wouldn't be mad if there was some type of like interference or something. And we very rarely get that type of stuff in AEW, especially in title matches. Like you don't get like disqualifications or no contests, things like that. You've gotten them a little bit more frequent within the past year or so, but I mean, if they do something like that, maybe they give us the match, but we don't get a result of the match, and then we get an even bigger match at the pay-per-view. That's one way to sell the pay-per-view. But I feel like if we just get the match and like let's not blow like we're not gonna blow off this feud right now, but let's not just give us the match right now.
Yeah, yeah.
But AEW does do that. AEW will give you like you're like, damn, we're getting this on just regular TV, and I get AEW is still trying to I believe secure a new TV deal, so ratings are important. Things like that, matches like that will draw eyes, will spike your numbers to make things look good for signing a new deal. I get that, and more power to you. Hopefully we get a deal done sooner than later for AEW for TV. But
yeah, they need to do something because they need to get on like a better streaming app.
people are calling for streaming. People are calling for that. Warner Brothers Discovery. People want to see AEW with streaming and all that. Who knows what the holdup is? If it's anything on Tony Khan's end, if it's anything on Warner Brothers Discovery's end, who knows? But yeah, we're gonna get Adam Copeland and Christian Cage in Canada for the TNT Championship on TV on Dynamite, and like I said, I just think, especially like right now with everything so focused, very wrestling heavy on the Continental Classic and everything like that in AEW, maybe we do a little bit more story wise to stretch out some of these focal points in the story. I mean, poor MJF is working his ass off. He's in 100 different stories right now, but not just him alone. And people want to see Christian and Adam Copeland fight. And, so I feel like just do it up a little bit more. We got a lot of wrestling in AEW. Just give us a little bit more story. Give us a little more stuff to sink our teeth into entertainment wise. Like right now, everything is Continental Classic matches. Love them, but it ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? A lot of people still want to see storylines in their wrestling. And I mean, I'm one of those people. I enjoy everything about wrestling, but sometimes AEW can give you so much fantastic wrestling, and then people might be like, all right, I kind of want to see what's going on with this person. I want to see what's going on with that person. That's why certain acts people love or people get behind certain acts like Toni Storm, like Timeless Toni Storm. Toni Storm is a character. She's got like this larger than life like crazy batshit, like kooky character going on, and people love it because it's a little bit different than what we normally get. And House of Black, people love House of Black on Collision, and all that. And that's quickly something that is interesting and involving the House of Black. Julia Hart is she wrestled Amy Sakura on Dynamite, I believe, for the TBS championship. I don't know how Amy Sakura keeps getting title matches. Like, she's like the professional #1 contender. Like, every time I turn around, Amy Sakura's getting a match for like a title. Like, why? Like, how is like, and you lose these matches. So if wins and losses matter, how do you keep getting title shots? What's happening? But
I don't know.
But interesting enough, Abaddon had a match, and Abaddon's just recently came back not too long ago in AEW, and I always loved Abaddon's look, and just that creepy, like crazy, aspect of it. It was something different. It's I enjoy it. So after she won her match with, I believe she wrestled Kiera Hogan. So after her match with Kiera Hogan, the lights went out, and Julia Hart popped up. And Julia Hart and Abaddon had a creepy girl stare down. And people seem to enjoy a creepy girl stare down. Because people are behind, of course, House of Black, and people definitely are behind Julia Hart, who is the current TBS champion. So hopefully there's more to come with AEW's women's division and giving us more stuff. Like if you give us more stuff, especially in the women's division, because the males are very heavily focused on the wrestling right now. Maybe you give us more story in the women's division. Maybe you give us more Toni Storm. Maybe you give us more Julia Hart. Maybe you give us more anybody at this point. I know they're doing a little romantic thing with Ruby Soho and Cool Hand Ange. They're doing this thing here. So, little by little, there's more women doing more things. So I'm hoping it turns into more for,
we can hope.
Yeah, more for AEW. But I mean, all in all, I am enjoying the Continental Classic. I'm enjoying, see what's going on right now. I believe Brody King is like getting a huge push in the Continental Classic. He's won both of his matches. He beat Eddie Kingston and then beat Claudio Castagnoli. So it's like, wow, he's, I'm impressed. I've always been impressed with Brody King, and then of course Moxley. He's won both of his matches. Swerve's won both of his matches. So essentially, it's going to be whoever wins out of the blue block will wrestle the winner who has the most points out of the gold block, and they'll wrestle for those 3 championships. So we'll see what happens. The tournament will continue next week. We'll get Copeland and Christian. CM Punk is turning up on SmackDown next week at a tribute to the troops. Of course, we're going to find out, all of the fallout between Cody and Nakamura, and we get Seth Rollins and Jey Uso. Of course, the Drew McIntyre is always looming in the shadows and in the background, trying to get his, trying to stake his claim to get back in title contention. So, we'll be here for it. We'll be here for it all. I want to thank everybody for listening to the Bury the Booking podcast. Please like, share, follow, subscribe, listen wherever you like to listen. Enjoy us on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. And we'll see you next week. We got lots more going on. And just enjoy wrestling, everybody.